Cindy. This is our Basics and Beyond class, level 2. This is week 4. We covered a lot of stuff. We reviewed today and we went over our slow and we started working on our Turkish shimmy with arms and turn. If you have any questions about anything we covered today in class, you can shoot me a message or you can email me at irietribal@yahoo.com. And for more information on classes, visit www.irietribal.com/class info and we'll get you signed up. Hope you guys have a great time and I will see you next week. Okay, so we are now on week number 4. Woohoo! Time flies when you're having fun. So, today, last week when we left off on our Turkish shimmy quarter turn. We were working on our arms and that fluidity from your arms and not looking like cats knocking stuff off tables. So we were working on that. So we're going to continue with that today. We're going to go into the half turn. The half turn is always kind of tricky because you have to keep your body in that performance angle as you're carrying that half turn. So we're going to be concentrating on that. And then we're going to move it into our T-swat. Turkish shimmy with arms and turn. And again, that's another one that's a little tricky because you have to carry that performance angle with you as well as keep your arms somewhat fluid and moving without looking like you're doing the Cabbage Patch, basically. So that's what we're all going to work on today. I'm going to do one slow drill just to kind of warm us all up, and that's going to consist of all the slow movements we've covered because I think it's important to keep getting those in the forefront of your mind so you remember to use them and they just don't go back in there and get lost. So it's going to be reverse top seam, rib cage rotation, head slide, walking top seam, walking body wave, torso twist, and circle tap, moving them in either halves or in thirds, okay? If there's any portion of that torso twist moving that you're having problems with, I know we talked about it a little bit about last week, we can talk about it if you want. Any of those we can go over again if you need clarification or, Cindy, what the hell is this? But I want to just do that drill and then get right into the fast. Cool? into my top seam because it's very confusing. It's like, what is she doing? Especially on a computer screen, it might even be more confusing to see me go from here and then all of a sudden decide, oh, no, I'm going to top seam for a while. That was dumb. Sorry, I wouldn't normally do that. I would normally break those up a little bit better. No questions at all? We're good? All right, we're just going to keep drilling those into our bodies and get them in there so we can become like really ooey gooey and awesome. Okay, so we're going to go into our Turkish shimmy. So we're going to use our regular Turkish shimmy in a drill with our pivot bump Egyptian Arabic and shimmy to kind of get our blood going. And then we'll start breaking it down and picking it apart. Okay? keep your hands here in a wider stance, because I was around here, so about here, into your corners here, so you walk into it and walk out. So, I used to say years ago, pretend that you had two really big dogs right here. So you wanted to keep your hands on top of your dog's head. So your whole arm had to be here, so your hands around your dog's head. So, with that, tapping, pet, pet, pet. I pet my dog's heads when I'm not doing it. So, you'll see, I just realized I did it. So I will come over here, which is my Turkish, and then when I come back here, I'll go, so it's 1, 2, hi, 1, 2, and I'm petting my dog's heads. That was from years ago, where I would pet my little dog's heads. So if you see my fingers doing that, it's just, I don't have Zills on, and they don't know what to do. So I think that's just all that is. So today I'm actually Turkish shimmying flat foot. The reason why is because we went on a walk on Sunday and I stepped on a giant thorn right in the middle of the arch of my left foot. So it's sitting in there and I need it to come out, but I can't go up on the ball of my foot a whole lot. So if you see me on the ball of my foot, it's not wrong. You can do it on the ball of your foot or you can do it flat foot. It's not wrong. You just have to make sure you're bending your knees more to release your hips, to give yourself that same look of the regular shimmy here. So flat foot, flat foot, flat foot, flat foot, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's the same aesthetic and the same look. Some people can't go on the balls of their feet for lengthy periods of time, and that's perfectly okay. You just have to learn how to adjust and work around your ailments. Okay, so that's all I'm doing today. So we did the regular Turkish. Last week we started it, and we were talking about arms, how your arms need to stay up on your tabletop, and your forearms and your wrists are where the fluidity is coming from. So if we're walking into that left arm, we walk into it, and then we walk out. Our arms aren't really actively moving. They're just more passive, kind of hanging out until we actually give them an active motion. So it's passive, 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 passive. Okay? When you're going into the corner, and I actually saw a performance this weekend, and I don't know if it was because it was on video or if it was because performance angles are weird, but she was doing her Turkish directly into her performance angle here. So it was here. And I don't know if sometimes with the online we're losing that open here to the audience because we have no audience. But remember, when you're here in your performance angle, your chest is nice and open to your audience. So even though you're moving on that diagonal plane, your chest is here and here and here and here. You don't ever want to be here and here and here and here. It's going to be too hard for one, the people behind you to interpret what you're doing, and the audience isn't going to see any of it. So you just have to make sure that big uplifted posture here open to your audience. Okay. I moved the Turkish forward. The Turkish does move forward. It does not move backwards. Because it comes out of that shimmy. So you could 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm this way, we'll be here. And it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could move it backwards, but it feels weird. Because of the angle we're on, if you're here, it would be, because you're leading with your right foot still, so you would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to get your foot behind you. It would be just too weird. It works, the Turkish shimmy works for that fade because it's just that one fade, but not actually going facing forward, going backwards. So if you want to travel your Turkish shimmy forward, knock yourself out, okay? When we are in our Turkish shimmy and we go to turn it in the half turn, the half turn doesn't necessarily have a cue of sorts, it has a glance. So it does have that cue, but it's not a hard, it's just a glance, that's where I'm going. So for here, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, I'm looking, I kind of look as I turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you're turning your Turkish shimmy in that half turn, make sure you're staying in your performance angle. So your feet, when you're facing the left corner or the left side, your feet should still be in your performance angle here. So you need to carry that with you everywhere you go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing my half movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you're making sure that you're still in your corner. Try not to swing your arms and turn it into the cabbage patch. This one and the Arabic hip twist are very easy to get into that arm swinging action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That swinging doesn't have to happen. Your arms have to get over there, and your chest lands into your hands. So if you are my front, I'll do it this way. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. My hands and my chest goes into my hands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're trying to get your frame into your chest, into your frame of your hands. When you're doing your feet are 1, 2, start to turn on that 3, plant 4. 1, 2, 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 3, plant 4. So our 4 count moves turn on the 3, they plant on the 4. I think we had the conversation last week that 4s and 8 are your plant feet, and 1s and 5 are your go feet. And all four count moves turn on the 3, plant on the 4. So we're here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fluid arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard transition. 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side, your 1, 2 is treated the same as your arms in the front. So what I mean by that is when you're in front, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then 5, 6, 7, 8, if you turn it into an 8 count. So if you are here, so I'm going to turn to your side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, turn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my arms stay here during the 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? So you're trying not to have your arms go and technically lead you. You have to do the Turkish shimmy the same way you would normally do it. So if you do your Turkish shimmy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you do your half turn, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? What that's going to do is give you a better control on your upper body, and it's not going to be so here. So it's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're not doing this the entire time. Okay? So, questions? Comments? Concerns? Alright, make sure you're carrying the performance angle all the way around. And now we're going to drift. your T-squat, you've always got to remember that the bottom half of your body moves before the upper half of your body, okay? So that's like one of those in the forefront of my mind. Lower half is going to move before the upper half. So, for the T-squat, this is another reason why I'm kind of a stickler on arms, because of the T-squat, because how they go up kind of floaty. So, another little reason why. So we're here for the T-squat. Starting our Turkish. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, with your T-squat, a couple things you have to remember. 1, keep your body open as much as you can to your audience while you're scooping your arms. You're not doing this because that would be bad. But while you're scooping your arms, keep your body nice and open to your audience. So we're here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That first scoop of your right arm is all the way out around your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your left arm goes out to your circle. 5, 6, draw up. So that right arm goes all the way around and up. The left arm comes around to about the front of your hip and then draws up your body. Okay? Reason why is because it's easier, you have more range of motion on this side of your arm than you do on this side, because this is halfway pointed that way. So if you're trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, then you look like you're fighting with yourself. So you don't want to do that. So just at that front of that hip and draw your arm up. Okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to stop there for some reason, you can. Once both arms go on top of your head, you can technically be done if you wanted to. If the music called for you to short it there, you could. But we usually do the whole progression. But like I said, if somebody stops it there, don't clutch your pearls. It's okay. All right? So we're here. When we go and do that half turn on that, this is where you have to be super careful that you're not doing a lot of traveling. So you don't want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want it to be really no bigger than your box. A little bit bigger if you have a smaller box. But you want to keep it as controlled underneath you as you can. The more you go out here, the more your body can't always follow which leg it's supposed to be over. So make it easy for your brain and everything's good. Alright, so when you're turning, you're going to turn here. Your lower body travels before your upper body. 1, 2, 3, 4. In performance angle. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you are aiming for your corners. Okay? So when you cue this thing, so you see how my upper body kind of went into that corner and my lower body went. like that. So that's where you're going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're not arching your back. You're actually here and your body's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your chest goes last. Hips, feet and hips go first, and everything just kind of follows around. Make sense? Kind of, sort of. This one, so Mega had broken my Turkish of everything I knew. So probably about, I don't know, 6 years ago, Mega broke this down for me and she said, no, your lower body goes first. She totally broke it. I was like, oh. So it took me a good 6 months to get myself back in where I could do it again. Okay, so we're here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Q1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sense? Feel good? 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's it at? Oh, okay, I found it. So the Turkish shimmy itself, a lot of you have heard me talk about hard and soft transitions. I love transitions, and in my head I count them a lot. So the Turkish shimmy, the transition is on the and one because you have to bring your arms on the tabletop. So what I mean by that is your Egyptian into your Turkish shimmy is a hard transition because it transitions on the and one. Yes, Debbie. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Alright? I go straight into that and 1. And make sure when you come out of your Egyptian, go into your corner if you have intentions on doing the Turkish shimmy. Because just bringing your arms down sometimes could look like an Egyptian, especially out of a half turn. It could look like the cue for the Turkish shimmy if you're not careful. Okay, so for here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So you see how I really go into that corner on my and 1 to make sure that it's clear. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, here it could look like, from the back, it could look like you're going into the Egyptian calibrated spins, and you don't want to do that. Yes, ma'am? Question? No? Okay. So yeah, just make sure that you're really going into that corner on that and 1. So your Turkish into, say, your Egyptian is a soft transition. That's the one where you use 7, 8, and 1, because you would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So you're using that 7, 8 to come up. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and setting 1. So choo-choo into Egyptian, remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So anytime you bring your arm up on your 7, 8, you set yourself and then on the and you start on the 1. So hard and soft transitions. I like to talk about them during this because, there's my guns, because that gradual go up for that 5, 6, 7, 8, if you're not careful, if you're in the basic shimmy and you start putting your hands up, it could very well look like you're going into the T-swat if your form's not right. So if I'm here, shimmying here, and all of a sudden I start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I start transitioning on the 5, 6, 7, 8, that very well looks like you're going to go into something else. Could be the T-swat, could be whatever you want, but anytime I see that happen, I always think it's going to be the T-swat. So, be careful. I make mistakes like that. They're not mistakes, they're plot twists. So I plot twist all the time. So if you're ever dancing with me and I scream plot twist, chances are some bullshit just happened and I apologize. Okay, so plot twist. 4 minutes, so we're going to do a 4-minute drill. Okay? Maybe 5 minutes. 5, 6, 7, 8. switch quite often, so that way you can see exactly, so you can see that whole transition between the two. And so that way it's on video everywhere, so you can go back through and you can video or you can drill it. Play with them because and count all the moves and see how they all work. As long as you can find that nice graceful transition in between movements, you should be golden. It's absolute gold if you can figure that out. Because that'll tell you where my arms are supposed to be, where my feet are, what my body angle is, how are all the pieces fitting together, instead of just kind of shove everything inside of a box. This will actually let them flow in that box. So, thank you for joining me for week 4. There's going to be, and I posted on the group, there's going to be a couple of time changes. The 4 o'clock classes are not going to change. It's the other ones that are going to go up by a half hour. So the 6 o'clock classes are now going to be 5:30. Yeah. So that way you have a half hour in between instead of the hour, and you get off a little bit early. Plus, that little extra half hour I want to utilize for you guys. So it'll be kind of like a little study hall or lab kind of thing that I pick like a move of the week and I drill the heck out of it and I put it up. So that would be like the bonus move or the extra drilling that you could do that has absolutely no talking in it. So yeah, so I want to be able to give you guys something that's going to help you to study even more. So, but thank you again. I love you.